What would you do if a stranger you helped in your darkest moment turned out to be the one person who could save your life? This is the true story of Sarah Chen and the homeless man who changed everything. Sometimes, the people we overlook are exactly who we need to see. This story will make you question everything you thought you knew about kindness, luck, and the invisible threads that connect us all. It started on an ordinary Tuesday morning. Sarah Chen had always believed in doing the right thing. At 34, she was a nurse practitioner at Seattle General Hospital. Dedicated, compassionate, overworked. But compassion doesn't pay medical bills. 3 months ago, her mother was diagnosed with early onset Alzheimer's. The treatments weren't covered by insurance. Sarah took out loans, maxed credit cards, picked up double shifts. Still, it wasn't enough. But on this particular morning, Sarah made a choice that would defy every logical decision she'd made in her life. She was down to her last $20 until payday, 3 days away. Rent was late, her phone was about to be shut off, and she had exactly one protein bar in her apartment. Common sense said, keep that money, survive. But Sarah never claimed to have common sense when it came to people in pain. She almost didn't see him. Tucked beneath the awning of a closed bookstore, an elderly man sat with a torn sleeping bag wrapped around his shoulders. His sign was barely visible through the rain. Veteran, hungry, anything helps. God bless. Sarah stopped. Every practical voice in her head screamed to keep walking. "Excuse me, sir? When's the last time you ate?" The man looked up. His eyes, startlingly clear and blue, met hers. "Yesterday morning, miss, but I'm all right." What Sarah didn't know was that this man was keeping a secret, one that would change both their lives forever. She used her last $20 to buy him hot coffee, a breakfast sandwich, a muffin, and a banana. The barista gave her a look, half judgment, half pity. "Here, please, eat something warm." His hands trembled as he took the bag. "Why would you?" "Because someone should," Sarah said simply. "What's your name?" "Robert. Robert Manning." She scribbled her work number on a napkin. "If you ever need help, medical help, call me. I'm a nurse at Seattle General." Sarah forgot about Robert Manning within hours. Her life was imploding. Day 1, she walked to work. No bus fare. Day 2, she ate saltines from the hospital break room for lunch. Day 3, her landlord left an eviction notice on her door. But that night, Sarah received a phone call that would turn her world upside down. "Ms. Chen, this is Grace Memorial Hospital in Bellevue. Your mother was brought in an hour ago. She wandered away from her facility and collapsed downtown. She's stable, but you should come." Sarah arrived drenched, panicked, broke. Her mother didn't recognize her. The doctor pulled her aside. "We need to keep her for observation. Possibly transfer her to a specialized memory care unit. I know that's expensive, but..." "How expensive?" $8,000 upfront, then $6,500 monthly. Sarah felt the floor drop beneath her. She sat in the waiting room at 2 a.m., mind blank, heart empty. A nurse approached. "Ms. Chen? There's someone here asking for you." "I'm not expecting anyone." Robert Manning stood in the hallway. He was clean-shaven, dressed in slacks and a button-down shirt, holding flowers. Sarah blinked. "Robert?" The man she'd helped 3 days ago wasn't homeless. He wasn't a veteran, and he definitely wasn't who she thought he was. "Ms. Chen, Sarah, I owe you an explanation." He led her to a quiet corner. "My name is Robert Manning. I'm the founder of Manning Medical Technologies. Maybe you've heard of us?" Sarah's jaw dropped. Manning Medical was one of the largest medical device companies in the Pacific Northwest, worth billions. 3 months ago, my wife of 40 years passed away, early onset Alzheimer's. I couldn't save her. After the funeral, I spiraled, started having panic attacks. My kids were worried. My therapist suggested I do something radical to reconnect with reality. So I spent a week living on the streets. No money, no ID, just experiencing what it's like to be invisible, to be ignored, stepped over, judged. In 7 days, 1,400 people walked past me. 11 gave me money. 4 gave me food. You are the only one who asked my name. Robert handed her an envelope. I've been following up on the people who helped me, trying to find ways to return the kindness. When you gave me your number, I looked you up. I know about your mother. I know about your loans. Inside, a check for $100,000, a second letter, a job offer at Manning Medical Technologies with full medical benefits and coverage for her mother's care facility. I can't accept this. Yes, you can, Robert said gently, because you didn't help me expecting anything. You helped me when you had nothing. That's who you are. But the story doesn't end there. 6 months later, Sarah became Director of Patient Advocacy at Manning Medical. She launched a program providing free in-home care for Alzheimer's patients from low-income families. Robert became her mentor. They co-founded the See Me Foundation, a nonprofit helping homeless veterans reintegrate into society. To date, they've helped over 3,000 people find housing, healthcare, and hope. Sarah often thinks about that rainy morning, about what would have happened if she'd kept walking, if she'd chosen survival over compassion. She tells people, kindness isn't a transaction, it's not an investment, it's a choice you make when no one's watching, and when you have every reason not to. The smallest act of kindness can create ripples you'll never see, until they come back as waves. What if the person you help today is the person who saves you tomorrow?